It was better than sex. Well, maybe not, but almost. Oh, it was such a rush. Just riding something so powerful. Getting whipped by the wind. Having your arms around the man of your dreams and holding on for dear life. It was so out there.
So in other words, you changed your mind about Beau's motorcycle?
No, I did not change my mind about Beau's motorcycle. It is definitely dangerous. Dangerously addictive. Oh, I hated that machine with every fiber of my being. I made it my mission in life to make sure that Beau got rid of that thing. And then one night, one ride, and I'm ready to get my own leather jacket. Wipe that smile off your face.
I'm just glad it worked out okay.
Yeah, you knew it would, didn't you? You were the one that convinced me to do it for Beau, and now I'm just so glad that I did it for me. Hey, handsome. I was just extolling the virtues of motorcycle madness. You here to take me to lunch?
Both you and Georgie.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
Come on, a bet's a bet.
What bet?
The bike bet.
What bike bet?
Whether or not you would ride the motorcycle before the New Year's. See, I naturally bet that you wouldn't. Georgie, she swore up and down that you would, and I swear, honey, this is the best bet I've ever lost. And since the wager was a meal, I'm going to take you two lovely ladies to Roadie's for double cheeseburgers, the works, whatever you want. Sky's the limit.
You're angry.
Nah, she's not angry. Are you?
Mommy, what have you been feeding this girl? She was dancing like a Latina at New Year's Eve. Now, if you could just get her to act like that.
Oh, you're so cute.
Hey, watch the face, all right? I'm a law student.
Oh, so sue me.
You better watch it. Tort law starts next semester.
I cannot wait to see you in a pinstripe suit and a club tie. My son looks good in any kind of suit.
You tell him, Ma.
Boy, does this look like old times. Oh, hey, where's the beautiful bride?
Oh, she had to work through the holidays.
Oh.
So I thought it was a perfect time for me to pay a quick visit home.
Oh, do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
He still thinks of it as home. That's nice. How long are you going to stay?
He's leaving this afternoon.
Oh, which reminds me, I told Eddie and Linda and Mickey that I was going to go by and say goodbye.
You know, I want to walk with you just as far as my house because I have something I want you to give to Andy. Katerina, could you hold down the fort? Things are very slow. I'm going to be back in a little while.
And you're going to hang out for a while?
Yes, I'm one of those, rich ladies who does lunch these days. So I'll, do lunch.
Well, as long as you dance every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to see you, man.
Too short.
All right.
All right.
I'll hold down the
Take
fort.
care. Oh, we will. Take care. Good to see you. Mind if I, do lunch with you?
Anytime. You want some coffee?
Sure.
That was quite a sermon Christmas Eve.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'd have to say even your husband was fairly attentive.
You're good at what you do.
As are you.
You mean the law?
That too. Yeah, I was, couldn't help but notice the three of you back there. Quite the nuclear family. You, and Todd, Star, Christmas Eve. So you got what you hoped for.
Not exactly.
Well, I was wrong. Well, if you admit it, then you probably don't believe it. Pardon the aphorism.
Sounds like a Sir Guy-ism.
Yeah, well, he was full of them.
So does this ism apply to everybody or just me?
Men like us.
You sure you want to lump yourself together with someone like me?
A lot to admire.
Oh. Well, be specific.
I dare you. You two survived a miserable childhood, for starters. But, let's get back to why you think you're wrong. If you are.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. See, when I invited you here for a second interview, I thought you wouldn't come, but here you are.
Well, that's not why I made this appointment, but, yeah, it's an interview you want. Sure, fine. I guess it's not a bad way for the good folk of Landview to get introduced to their new owner of the Sun.
one life to live.
You're a very funny limey.
You don't take me seriously.
No, why should I? You have done nothing with your inherited media empire.
Armitage Enterprises knows how to hire competent employees. They do their job very well, and they make me a lot of money, so I see no reason to mess with it. Besides, international muckraking is such a bore.
Yeah, and you're probably really bored of that whole hang out on the yacht and Playboy thing.
Yeah, you know, it wears thin.
Oh, bummer.
So I have to decide what I want to do with my life. I've excelled at two things. One, getting in Sir Guy's face, which, of course, was blown off under very mysterious circumstances.
I'm waiting to hear what the other thing is that you think you're good at.
Local communications. Ran a very successful radio station in Wales for a time. It was fun, and I was good at it.
No bully for you.
But now that I've settled down in Landview, I seem to have inherited a radio station and a local TV station. And if I added a newspaper, then I would have all the communications covered quite nicely. Now, those stations were supposed to be sold just prior to Guy's death. But the deal never went through. I took that as an omen.
An omen? When you looked in your magic crystal ball and decided to go after the sun.
If I want to be taken seriously as a local media mogul, I need a newspaper.
You can't have my newspaper.
You see, I expected that reaction. After all, when you acquired a trivial supermarket tabloid from Dorian Lord called The Intruder, of all things, which you've now turned into a substantial alternative to the Banner, I mean, that's quite an achievement. I've done my homework.
Great. You still can't have my newspaper. It's all mine.
They say that next to your daughter, this newspaper is the most important thing in your life. Apart from your lovely wife, I assume.
Ah, well, you can assume whatever you want about me.
I must say, I admire your single-mindedness in all this. I've been somewhat of a dilettante myself, which, of course, will change as soon as I acquire the Sun.
Look, shut up, all right? The Sun is not for sale. Not now, not ever. Never.
That brings us back around to yet another Sir Guy's. Never say never.
I couldn't help but notice that the two of you arrived separate rounds. Wondering if there was any significance to that.
I wasn't going to go at all, but I decided to distance myself from Star bit by bit and move out after the holidays. Huh? Did I tell you? Star gave me a present. A picture she drew, and one for Todd. She put them under the Christmas tree. Judith even helped her wrap them. I think she was more excited watching us open her gifts than opening her own. Well, almost.
So what happened? What did Todd do? Did he hurt you?
No, not the way you think. Todd and I went to the Bayberry Inn just before Christmas. We wanted, I wanted someplace quiet and intimate. Wasn't such a good idea. I finally realized that I can't give Todd what he needs if he won't let me, and he won't. Or he can't. It doesn't really matter which, any more than it matters why he won't, or he can't give me what I need.
Well, you know, Terry, there's really nothing new here.
Well, if that's your response, then just forget it.
No, listen, no, don't take it. I didn't mean it that. I meant that you don't have to explain Todd to me. The sooner you get out of the situation, the better. So what are you going to do? You going to move in with Rachel?
I'm not leaving Todd and Star.
You just said
yes,
that
but
the
that
man...
was before I heard your sermon Christmas Eve.
What on earth does my sermon have to do with it?
I went to church that night because it's not a good time to be alone, and because I figured it was the last Christmas that we'd spend together as a family. But then two things happened. Blair made it clear that she'd go after Star if and when Todd and I separated. And you spoke about how we should adopt each other, the way Joseph adopted Mary and her baby. How selfless love made miracles happen. And in spite of all my resolutions, I started to hope again. Not the same kind of hope I had before, maybe which was pretty unrealistic given the circumstances, but I love Star. And she loves me. I can make a difference to her. I can give her as much normalcy and stability as possible. And if that's something I can give, Todd, maybe that is enough. And I have you to thank for showing me that.
Please don't thank me, whatever you do. I don't want any part of it.
She is angry.
Why should I be angry? My husband, my legal assistant, make a bet about me behind my back. It was just a joke, right?
That's exactly right, honey.
I'm just a joke.
No, that's not what did I?
And you manipulated me.
You wouldn't do anything that you didn't absolutely know that you wanted to do.
Oh, and next you're going to tell me that you know me better than I know myself?
Honey, look, this is all my fault. Don't put Georgie
Oh,
on
now
the spot.
first you subvert her, and now you defend her?
But that was all my idea.
Oh, now you're defending him. I want an apology.
I will never, ever bet against you again, I swear.
Where's the apology in that? Did I hear, I'm sorry?
I'm sorry.
Not you, him first.
I'm sorry, but admit it. You loved it.
Nora, you're just the kind of free spirit motorcycles were meant for. I hated to see you deny yourself the pleasure. But it's not an excuse. Do you want me to resign?
First you make stupid bets behind my back, and now you want to make me miserable? Yeah, sure. Go right ahead and resign. Over my dead body.
Told you she wasn't really angry.
Yes, she is. She's very, very angry. But she's going to get over it, because Georgie is invaluable.
What about me?
You own the bike.
And you can ride with me anytime you want.
Oh, well, in that case. But just remember, the end does not justify the means. I will not be outflanked by you guys again.
Okay, now, can we eat lunch?
No, you know, really, this wasn't about the meal. I just wanted to make Nora happy. I mean it. I mean, it would just kill me if you thought that...
Okay. I forgive you. Honest.
Thank you. Now, you and Beau, go to lunch.
I can't. Chikara's coming.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What, so I eat lunch alone?
No. Georgie won the bet. Georgie gets a cheeseburger.
No, that's okay.
Hey, a bet is a bet.
But what if you need me?
I do, but only after my husband feeds you.
See, I never welch on a bet. It's a matter of principle.
No, he really doesn't, so go.
So we'll be at Brody's?
I know. Go.
We'll bring her back a double order of fries, double order of atomic chicken wings, okay?
Go.
Okay.
You know I'm gonna pay you guys back.
I'm not worried. You're the only person in the world that I know would never hurt me. I hope you feel the same about me.
I do, Georgie. Don't keep Beau waiting. He hates that.
Hey, boy, is it good to see you here. How's it going?
Great, just great. What are you doing opening this place up all alone? Where's your help?
I'm the only one who didn't succumb to the flu.
Oh, well, then I guess you need some experienced restaurant help.
You don't have to do that.
Look, the silence in my place is deafening. What I need right now is to be around people that all they want to do is be fed and watered, and they couldn't care less about my tragic life. And besides, I need the cash. I'm behind in my rent.
Whoa, wait a minute. You do not have to pay me rent. Come on, you know that.
You own Serenity Springs now.
And you are staying in that house as long as you like.
I don't take charity.
Since when is friendship charity? Come on, Max. Darling, if you feel like being here, I would love your company and your help.
Sure. But I need a salary. A nice, big, fat salary.
Okay. Look, I know how tough this is for you. If you need any...
I owe you too much already. And I can live with that. But I have other debts that are weighing a little heavy on me. A man should not be beholden to his enemy.
The Sun is not the only newspaper in Landview. Go by the other one.
Well, I mean, I've considered that. It's just that the Banner is more of a conservative operation. I was trained in a rather different school of journalism.
Sex and crime and violence and all that.
Which the Sun covers admirably.
Well, I'm happy to know that you think so highly of me.
Oh, yes. I mean, without you, the Sun would lose all its character. That is why I proposed you would stay on as editor-in-chief. With my money, my information resources, and international interests, I mean, we would beat them. I mean, the Banner and your sister. Are you interested, yeah?
You want me to work for you? This is ridiculous. I am the Sun, and I have no intention of selling my newspaper to you or anybody else, even though you are very tall. Now, I am bored with this conversation. Drop it and go away.
Who gave you the right to judge me?
I'm not judging you,
Oh,
Tay.
like hell you aren't. You stand up there in church and tell us to love one another. And when I try to do just that, you act like I'm crazy.
No, I think Todd is crazy. That's what's worrying me.
Oh, so I see. We're only supposed to love people who are perfect. Check your Bible, Reverend. Did Christ turn away the sinners? Or was he more skeptical of the smug religious leaders hanging around the temple who didn't practice what they preached?
Oh, please, that is so self-righteous coming from someone who I don't happen to remember offered to give back $5 million she was paid to love this man's daughter.
For your information, I offered. He didn't want it.
Of course he didn't want it. That's the hook that he has in you.
How many times do I have to say this? This isn't about the money. This is about Star.
It's about you. It's about your low self-esteem. Is this what you think you deserve?
And what does Star deserve? A tormented father who can withdraw from the world and take her with him? Or a stable home with two adults she can turn to for love?
Taya, if you were to leave Todd, what would happen to Star? She would go to Blair.
Oh, I see. That's a stable home.
Yes, it is. And, you know, the more I think about it, it might actually be a stable home.
And I would never see Star again. Todd would get visitation rights, but the stepmother, no, forget it. The stepmother would be nowhere in the picture because Todd would dump me in a flash.
Exactly. And what does that say about the man?
That I have to fight to keep Todd and Star together. Because as long as he has her, he needs me. And I can be a good mother. Believe it or not, I can be a very good mother.
Yes, you are a good mother. Of course, you have an open, loving heart, which makes you very vulnerable.
Don't pity me, okay? Don't pity me. That is exactly what Todd said to me. And now I think I understand why I made him so angry. You know what pity is? Someone trying to make you small enough so they can have power over you. Well, it's disgusting, and I want no part of it.
You've got this incredible ability to take anything that anybody says, twist it around to fit exactly what you want to believe. Maybe that's the lawyer in you, but I'm not talking to Attorney Delgado. I'm talking to Taya, the woman. I'm talking to Taya, the human being.
I don't divide up into neat little pieces like you, okay? The Reverend gives his sermon about love, and Andrew, the man, hates Todd. Well, I'm listening to the Reverend.
Well, okay, who am I listening to? The saint? Is that what you are this week? Is that what you're using to justify your every move? What are you going to use next week? What are you going to use to justify it next week? I can't wait to hear what it is.
Don't worry. I will not confide in you next week, or ever again.
Gosh, it's so cold out there. I hope you have vegetarian chili on the menu.
A cup or a bowl?
A bowl, please, with the works. By the way, Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year to you, darling. May 98 be better than 97 for all of us.
Well, I think it's looking pretty good. Ian told me that he's planning to restructure his work so that he can stay here in Landview.
What do you suppose motivated that decision?
You know that he took me to California to see the whales in a diving sphere?
Now, there is an original way to court a girl. I approve.
He said he wants to use his money to enjoy life, and he would like me to enjoy it with him.
Haha, I knew I liked this guy.
He is so sweet. He's kind. You should see how he is with my mother. He took my mother's room at the clinic and turned it into a Christmas tree.
Seems things are really progressing very nicely for the two of you.
I think so.
I just wonder, how is he going to run a media empire from a yacht in Lantano River?
Well, he thinks it can pretty much run itself, but he would like to establish a mini media empire right here so he can manage it himself personally. He already owns the TV station and the radio station, and now he has decided to buy the Sun.
Todd wants to sell?
Well, Ian sure hopes so, but he's over there right now.
The Clash of the Titans. I had better get that jelly for you before World War III begins. You keep smiling, darling. It does the rest of us a whole lot of good.
Thanks.
I'm not sure Nora will ever trust me again.
Trust me, she will. She does.
I didn't know you planned to come right out and tell her.
Georgie, I'll tell you something. With Nora, honesty is the best policy. Okay? She may be angry, but if you tell her the truth, she's gonna get over it.
Not always. I mean, there's still a lot of tension between you about the kidnapping case. But the bike ride helped?
I'm not so sure that the two had that much to do with one another, but I know this. She is glad that you talked her into doing something that she hadn't really wanted to do because she ended up loving it. And I wish I had a videotape of her on the back of that bike just laughing, happy as a clam.
And that made you happy?
Yeah, as a clam. So, for a while, you know, everything's just hunky-dory. I'm starved. I don't know about you.
Nora's never been angry with me before.
Yeah, but see, you're much too valuable to her sanity for her to stay angry.
I just do my job.
Yeah, which nobody else could do, yeah. You know, if you hadn't come along, my wife might be a puddle on the floor someplace right now. So, believe me when I tell you what a lifesaver you are, Georgie.
Nora is the absolutely perfect boss.
Which makes you the absolutely perfect assistant and friend and bet taker, you know, and lunch date. So, here, come on. Come on, take a look at this. Order something. Order the whole menu if you want.
Happy New Year.
Well, that remains to be seen. I'm going back into partnership with RJ.
Well, it certainly didn't take you long to do a 180-degree turn.
It wasn't an easy decision.
Easier than it was to leave him? What, with the mob sniffing around Blue Jay music?
I think I overreacted to the Tommy Gregory thing.
Really?
Look, if you'd rather not do this deal for me, just say so.
No, I just want to make sure you're doing this deal for the right reasons.
I need capital for my company to survive. And I need a place for my artists to show their stuff. RJ has both.
And he also has the potential for an awful load of trouble. You need that, too?
Nothing's perfect. But we learn from our mistakes.
Well, RJ's made plenty of them.
So he should be getting smarter. I know I am. You know the safeguards you put in my contract with Max?
Yeah.
Add them to my old contract with RJ.
Okay. But some things can't be put into a contract.
RJ knows he has to win back my confidence. He swears he won't do anything without consulting me. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye on him.
Do that. RJ is somebody who needs to be constantly monitored.
No, of course, you don't want to listen to what I have to say because it makes too much sense.
You know, there's more than one way to look at a situation.
Yeah, you know there is. You can look at it head on, which is what I'm doing, or you can look at it from down in the mud.
Nobody is making me do anything I don't want to do.
That's what's so sick about all this. You're letting this miserable excuse for a man use you. It is absolutely degrading.
To you, he's a miserable man.
Oh, to everybody, he's miserable except you.
Well, that's all the more reason I can't walk out on him. Okay, I've made my decision, okay? So I don't need any more input.
Okay, I'm out of it. You made that absolutely clear. I'm out of it, Taya.
And why are you so angry?
Why am I angry? I'll tell you why I'm angry. Every time you decide to go from one extreme to another, you come to me and ask me to validate it.
I validate myself.
No, you don't. Don't throw Todd in my face anymore.
I won't throw anything in your face ever again if you get it out of mine.
You're on your own.
Is that a promise?
You bet.
Well, I hope it's one you can keep. And why don't you just shut up, too?
Now, why would you go and yell at the poor Reverend like that?
We were discussing Todd. I guess it got a little heated.
Yeah? I noticed the heat.
Andrew worries too much.
Oh, was he advising you as a member of his flock, or what?
No, I'm not one of his flock. He's my friend.
Maybe you should say he was your friend after what you told him he can go do with his face.
Well, why don't you do the same? Gee, when's your flight to California?
Was that a lover's quarrel?
I'm a married woman.
Yeah, but maybe you're keeping Andrew on the back burner, you know, just in case.
That's a lousy thing to say.
I don't want to pick a fight.
Well, then don't make cracks about me and Andrew, okay?
Well, Andrew would make you happier than Todd.
Hey.
Okay, look. That's all I've got to say. No, actually, I've got one more thing to say. Okay, I don't think you believe you deserve better than you've got. And hopefully, someone will come around to straighten you out before this situation gets worse. And if it's Andrew, then that's great.
Hey, I borrowed a car. I'm gonna take it to the airport.
Oh, no. Look, I'll take the bus. You stay here with Mommy.
What's the matter? You think I'll break down?
Oh, you? No, the woman who cries at commercials? Oh, get out of here. No, look, I don't want you anywhere near the airport because then I'll cry.
So, I pick up your pocketbook and I put them in that bag. And
Hello? Judith, is Star okay? Oh, a certified letter. Yeah, you better open it and read it to me. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. I will take care of it. Thanks for calling me right away. Oh, and give Star a hug for me, okay? Okay. I have to go.
Are you all right, Mia?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You call me, okay? Okay. Promise.
So, I guess this is, goodbye for now.
Are you, still speaking to me?
It's nice to know you care. I'll be fine. I always land on my feet, okay? So don't worry about me. Okay, here we go. Who gets the coffee?
That would be me. I'm still on duty, thank you.
Uh-huh. Oh, so you are the connoisseur of microbrews.
I just know what I like.
Me too. You know, this is what I drink when I drink.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Food will be coming soon.
Thanks a lot, Renee.
Okay, sure thing.
Does Nora like this beer, too?
No, she says it tastes like soap.
Oh. It must be wonderful to be so close to somebody you know everything about them.
Nora still surprises me.
Well, she's very complex.
Oh, yes, she is complex. And she's exasperating. And she's wonderful. Frustrating.
Well, a good relationship takes a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm. But it's worth it.
How did you and Nora meet?
What? It was a while back. This young lady named Marty Saybrook, she was pretty wild at the time, and she crashed a motorcycle right through the front window of the Banner. I know it probably sounds like motorcycles have been like this running theme through our relationship, but no. Anyway, Nora represented Marty. I was the only witness. So Nora had to do everything she possibly could to discredit my statement. But she ended up having to plea bargain. And she hated that I was right, you know. I don't know. To me, she was just much, much too intense, and she thought I was just much too laid back.
So it wasn't love at first sight?
No, not really. I think we probably proved that old adage, opposites attract, you know, but once there was a connection, then things just got better and better and better.
It must be so wonderful.
Well, George, you told me you've been in love before.
Oh, sure. Nora is so confident.
Yeah, you ought to see your sister, the psychiatrist. Yeah, the Hannon girls, they were brought up to believe that they could do anything. So, they can. They do.
Excuse me?
Oh, man. This looks great, Renee. Georgie, would you like another beer? This one's going a little flat.
Actually, can I get a seltzer with lime?
Sure.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Right back.
Thanks. The point of coming here wasn't to watch me eat.
You have such a healthy appetite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do.
But you keep so fit.
I'll tell you my secret. I have an incredible collection of old rock and roll, records, tapes, everything. R&B. So what I do, I make my own tapes. And I put on these headsets and I just, go to the gym. I sweat. So, hey, you know what? Let's talk about you. I saw a marked improvement in your dancing abilities, Georgie, from that policeman's ball a couple of weeks ago to New Year's Eve. What's your secret?
I watched MTV and practiced.
Come on.
I'm really not that good yet.
No. I was impressed. I thought you were great. And so was Nora.
Okay, here you go. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Everything's perfect. Thanks.
Hello.
Hello.
May I join you?
Sure you may. Sit right here.
Thank you.
Listen, this is delicious, but my eyes are much bigger than my stomach. Here, taste it. Please, share.
Oh, God.
It's so good. I can't eat anymore.
Oh, it's delicious.
So, how did it go?
Well, Todd is an interesting man.
Does he want to sell it to you?
No. But it's not over. I want the sun.
Take care of her. And be good to Eli.
Oh, of course.
Oh. Yeah. And you take care of him and Dad. The situation's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better.
Oh, I know you're right about that.
And most of all, most importantly, you take care of yourself.
Siempre.
Look, I know you know I'm not crazy about this thing you got going on with Hank.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to defend him. I know he's a good man. And so long as he makes you happy, then I'm glad. But he's always gonna have that connection to RJ. Okay, and no matter what anybody thinks, he's not to be trusted about anything. Now, let's see if I've got any other advice I can give you.
Who's the parent here?
Hey, it took me long enough to grow up, all right? So enjoy it.
Don't I know it?
There's plenty of specials on the airline, so I'll be back to visit a lot.
I'm counting on it. Oh. You tell Andy that I love her, and make sure you get that present to her. Okay?
You know I will, and the present's in the back. Bendición.
Dios te bendiga.
You're doing great.
It's not the same, man.
Hey. You do it your way. That's the best way. Okay. Enough goodbyes. I love you.
Cuidado.
I love you too, Mommy.
I don't think that's libelous, but we better run it past legal.
Well, I don't care who you run it by. I'm not changing it. You know, I had an interesting visit today.
Blair?
No. Ian Armitage.
Oh.
Yeah. Said he wanted to buy the Sun. Well, don't get all choked up now. Look, I know that I may not be the most popular person in the world, but things could be a lot worse for you people.
How?
Well, I could sell the paper to Ian Armitage. Go away.
Oh, hello, Miss Manning.
Hello, Mr. Briggs. We just got word from the court. Blair's been granted supervised visits.
It's the first step. If the social worker in charge sees no problems, you can be sure that Blair will have unrestricted access to Star anytime soon.
Don't be scared, all right? I'm gonna be all right. I'll be okay.
I'm scared for me. If Blair regains custody of Star, you'll be able to see her at least. Blair will never allow me near Star again. And I can't bear that.
Guess what, Max? I'm a mommy again. I get to see Star whenever I want. Well, as long as I have a social worker with me. But I will prove that I am sane and reliable, and I will get to have Star all to myself.
Well, that is great.
Yes. And I will make Todd and that wife pay and beat them at their own smarmy little game. And I will make my move on Ian and show up in the court with a very reliable husband. Yes. And then Todd will have to fight for his visitation rights because I will have full custody. Now that should keep Taya and Todd busy for the next few years, that's for sure.
How'd you like me to add a little more joy to your life?
Come on, Max. It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, what if I were to say I can guarantee you Ian?
Oh, yeah? Like that runaway mess on the yacht?
It was fun and games, just as serious. Ian on a platter, how's it sound? I know how to get him now. I got the information straight from the horse's mouth. And the best part is that you'd be sticking it to Todd at the same time. Interested?
Tell me more.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.